I mean, it means a lot. I mean, I'm a great head coach that literally very detail-oriented kind of guy. And learned a lot, and the guys that we played with, it was, I mean, you get a whole bunch of guys from around the nation and being the plan as one, defense and offense, and even special teams all came together, did their assignments, and did what coach asked us to do, and ultimately that leads to our success today. And this is the award we have is a testament to the O-linemen and the stuff they did, just moving guys off the ball, and the way also coordinator calls plays and stuff like that, and just great all around.
We're going to open up for questions.
Terrell, you're a D2 guy. I mean, coming out here playing against a lot of D1 guys, was there a little extra motivation to show you can play with guys at this level?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, coming from a D2 school, it's like lower competition, you may not be as good, but at the end of the day, I look at it as we're all human, and God gave them the ability to play. So, I mean, no matter who you line up, who you line me up in front of, shouldn't matter.
Terrell, what do you think you learned during the week in the various classes and things other than practice? What do you think you learned?
Definitely just how NFL life is outside of football, what to look out for, how to handle your money when you have a lot of money, who to keep in and out of your circle. I learned a lot just outside of football, and like when you're in the field, the stuff to expect when you're not on the field playing.
This question is for both coaches. You heard Terrell and the rest of the players talking this week just about how much of an honor it was to play for both of you. What has it meant for both of you as coaches to come together with a group of individuals on both the national and the American squads like this?
Well, I think, the enthusiasm that this group brought here is a unique opportunity that, years ago didn't exist. I think on both teams that was impressed upon them, and they took advantage of it in practice and in the game. And I think as time went on, we got better. It gave them a chance to be under the microscope, so to speak, and demonstrate perhaps that they do belong or they should get a shot at it. And that was thrilling for them, and of course for us, that's why we do it.
Well, I'd like to congratulate Mike and also you young man for a great game, and it was fun for me. Mike and I have been great friends for a long time, and to be able to come here and kind of deal with young people again at this level, and not only teach them a little bit about football, but hopefully they were listening, teach them a little bit about what to expect later on. I think there's a lot of value to an event like this, and more than just football. And when we tried to do that, and it was just a great experience for me and my coaching staff, and I hope it was for our players. It seemed to be. I think they got a lot out of the week, football and other things as well.
Coach Martz, you've seen a lot of great backs in your day. Just how do you assess Terrell and what you've seen out of him this weekend today?
He belongs. He belongs. I don't think there's any question in my mind after seeing him all week that he belongs, and somebody in this league is going to get a terrific player.
For all three of you, what do you see as the trajectory of this game moving forward, and why do you think that athletes next year should look at and really consider an invitation if they get it?
Well, I think, Mike and I talked a little bit about this during the week, that this is in its infancy. But what it is, it's another opportunity for a big group of young men to get another chance to showcase what they can do if they want to play at the next level, and give them another chance. And I think that's really good. I think in the way the Players Association has set it up, it's still developing. We're learning some things. Hopefully they listen to our input, because we are a couple of old guys and we've been through this a lot. But I think it has a real chance to be. It's a great place to play the game. The weather's tremendous. It was a great week, and so I see nothing but good things ahead. But you need to have commitment from everybody, and not just the coaches and the players, but everyone setting the thing up. And then I think there's no stopping it, really.
We both felt like a little bit surprised when we got here how well things were set up, and just everything from the food, accommodations, and it's growing. Obviously there's some things we need to get better at and run this game, but I would echo everything Mike said.
For me, I mean, being a D2 player, it's a big deal to come out here and like show people you can play at a higher competition level, and just the way the NFLPA, the way they do things is they treat you like you're in the NFL already. They have meetings, the way they treat you in the training room, or like in the aspect of what they do is like you're in the NFL already, and we're gonna treat you like that. And it really helps you a lot to know what you're going to get yourself into when you go to the NFL.
This is for Coach Holmgren. I'm doing a story on one of your defensive ends, Andrew Hudson. He had that sack today. Just what would you make of him this week and today?
Well, he's another one of those young people you have on the team. As Mike mentioned, that he deserves to be here. He's going to get a real chance. I think he's a fine football player. And I think he has a chance to play at the next level. You know, you get to like these guys personally, and you want the best for them. And to be totally objective about where they're going to wind up, that's hard sometimes, you know, because you want the best for them. But I think he showed a lot of skill, and he's tenacious, and he played a pretty good ball game.
Terrell, is there something that you noticed about the speed of the game, difference between maybe your college season and the All-Star game? Is there?
That's a good question. I mean, I like to always go fast-paced and think everything fast. So, I mean, football's football. No matter how fast you're going, you slow down your head. It's all the same. I mean, yeah, people are bigger and like maybe faster, but in the day you slow it down in your head and it just seems the same.
For both coaches, how would you say the talent entering the NFL nowadays stacks up with the talent when you first started coaching?
I think some of it's a little bit harder to evaluate, and that's one of the values of this game. You know, we had centers and quarterbacks that's never taken a snap from center. You know, there's a lot of work that had to be done this week, and they did a remarkable job. And I'm sure Mike probably went through the same thing with his guys. And so a game like this, you're not guessing, because when you draft a quarterback or a center, and I use that as the strongest example, is you just don't know. You don't know how he's going to be coming away from the center and, you know, making the reads. It's so different away from the center for a quarterback than the shotgun. And then, you know, the center being able to snap and get his hands on the nose, etc. That part of it is really important. And then, of course, trying to teach them what they'll be presented in the National Football League, the types of technique and fundamentals, which may be, in some cases, quite a bit different than what they're used to.
And I think there's real value in that, what Mike was talking about. You know, the differences, some of the differences. In the college game now, it's a little different than we were when we first came into the league because of the no huddle, the hurry, all the things he mentioned, and the hurry up, calling the signals from the sideline and all that. It's a different game. When you come into the NFL, even though there are parts of that have gotten into the league, it is quite different. And so the skill set and the learning and the things that they have to kind of focus in on to become the player they could be, it's different for them. It's a little harder. Now, their skill level, yeah, I think kids are going to continue to get faster, stronger. That's the way it's been going for a long time. And if the young men we had this week are any indication, you know, that's the way it is. They're good athletes.
Terrell, what's I mean, next for you in the weeks and months to come leading up to the draft? Like, are you training somewhere? What do you
Right now,
in the combine?
yeah, right now I'm training at Stars. It's in Anaheim, California, Stars, and I mean the guys there are great. I'm learning a lot. I have a speech coach, have a weight training coach, and I've never been trained on how to do like run and stuff. So it's been great learning a lot. My pro day's around March. I didn't get invited to the combine, but my pro day's around March. I'm not sure the date. But yeah, just preparing myself and showing, everyone's wondering how fast I am. So just prepare myself for the 40 and do things right.
Coach Holmgren, two teams that you formerly coached are going head to head tomorrow. You're going to watch the game, and do you have any comments on either way?
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch the game. I just think they're both great teams, both great organizations. Mike and I have been very privileged to coach in the league for a long time, and it's special when you get to the championship game, and then with the thought of perhaps going to the Super Bowl, it's really kind of neat because it's hard to get there. So I've been asked a million times who I'm rooting for. You know, I live in Seattle now, but I have a lot of great friends still in the PAC organization. I want to see a great football game, and I know it will be. And I wish them both well.
Coach Martz, about today's game, you're known as mostly an offensive guy, but your defense was really on point today. Just what did you make of their effort and how they did?
You know, one of the things that we did with the staff, there's a lot of former players on the staff that some of them had not coached before, some of them are coaching in high school. And they played, most of them played from 10 to 17 years. And they spent a lot of time this week talking to them about fundamentals and the unique technique specific to corner play, safeties, all that sort of thing. So I think Ron Meeks and his staff did an exceptional job. I really do. And that was the goal when we started. You know, we're trying to get these guys honed in and locked into, you know, the things that they're going to be taught, should they be able to make it to camp.
All right, if that's it, thank you very much for coming, and appreciate it. Hope to see you next year. Thanks.